Foreign Affairs. I am agreeable that all visas should be given to the DFA abroad. I'm also agreeable with the position that there will be no immigration officer abroad. This should be duplication, this should be expensive. We already have the consular office. But then, when the power of immigration, Madam Chair, is to prevent entry, deport them if they don't have the documents, and then when they are in, they will also be monitored by immigration, and the extensions of stay should be by the Bureau of Immigration. So with those amendments, Madam Chair, I am proposing that we accede to the provisions of the recommendation of DFA to be able to have the two-tier system that we should have, and to be able to proceed, we strengthen our immigration with all these bureaus and all of that, with the Trust Fund Express Lane. But we believe that to be able for the immigration to issue visas, that is precisely under the Vienna Convention, lodged with our diplomatic offices abroad. So with that particular amendment, with the approval of our members, then we approve this and be with those amendments subject to style, Madam Chair. The ones that I have proposed.
Madam Chair.
I think the manifestation of Honorable Rodriguez is enough reservation for the DFA. Now it is off the record.
Madam Chair, if I may respond to the manifestation.
The Honorable Libanan is recognized.
I would like to respond to the manifestation of one of the best commissioners of the Bureau of Immigration.
You are two best commissioners.
Congressman Rufus Rodriguez. Madam Chair.
You are the bester?
There can be a Solomonic solution here, Madam Chair. It will not be a redundancy if we will have immigration attaches. We now have police attaches, but it is more imperative that we have immigration attaches. You do not feel what is in the counters. How many immigration officers are being victimized because of syndicates operating not only in the Philippines but outside of our country? And we have to get these syndicates, these human traffickers. So I think we can give the issuance of visas to foreign affairs, but we can have immigration attaches specifically for intelligence purposes on one of which will be getting intelligence so that we can catch all these maybe diminish human trafficking. You just imagine how many foreigners will enter into our country every day, and our immigration officers themselves are being victimized by human traffickers. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Libanan. Honorable Keith Flores is recognized.
Madam Chair, thank you. I agree with Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, Madam Chair, that we should just leave the issuances of the visas to the DFA when it is a visa issued abroad. And as far as deploying immigration officers abroad also, Madam Chair, I think that would be duplicating the functions already performed by the DFA. And we're already stretching very thin our overstretched budget. Why not just strengthen them here, pour all the budget here, so that they can perform their functions better here in the Philippines, Madam Chair?
And the chair thinks as well that what is important is we move forward in approving the modernization bill of the Bureau of Immigration. We have subsequent congresses to address the disagreeing provisions of the said bill. And I think we can move forward with this and take up all your desired subsequent amendments in the later congresses. So I believe we have a pending motion to consolidate and approve the modernization bill of the Bureau of Immigration. The same has been seconded by the Honorable Flores, and the support speech of the Honorable Rodriguez is there, subject to form and style.
Amendments, especially on the visa and the other proposals of the DFA.
Subject to amendment to the effect that the issuance of non-immigrant and immigrant visas abroad is retained with the Department of Foreign Affairs. Is there any objection?
There are also other proposals from DFA, like it will not be called visa extension by the immigration, but extension of stays. In other words, there are really some very, very important amendments which will not affect really the powers of the immigration in terms of enlarging its capacity and giving them all the support. So these are other provisions that the COMSEC will be able to include here, to following the basic tenet that visas is lodged exclusively with the Department of Foreign Affairs. Thank you, Madam Chair.
The other amendments will be addressed during the preparation of our substitute bill. Now we
Madam
go
Chair.
back to the pending motion for the Honorable Bel Zamora is recognized.
Madam Chair, I move that all members present today be made co-authors of the
So
bill.
before we approve the motion to approve and consolidation of the bills, there is another pending motion to include all the members as co-authors of the bill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion to include all members as co-authors of this bill is hereby granted. We go back to the motion for consolidation and approval of the modernization bill of the Bureau of Immigration, including all its amendments subject to style and form. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. I understand that we also need to approve the committee report supporting the modernization bill of the Bureau of Immigration. Do I hear a motion for the approval of the committee report of this modernization bill?
I move to approve the same, Madam Chair.
There is a motion. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the committee report supporting the approval and consolidation of the modernization bill of the Bureau of Immigration is likewise approved. Meantime, we acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Maria Rene Ann Lourdes G. Matibag from the 1st District of Laguna. Thank you, Kong, for coming. Congratulations to the Bureau of Immigration. Congratulations, of course, to the Department of Foreign Affairs. I think you both win here. Let us give a round of applause to DFA and the Bureau of Immigration. I wish to comment that with this system that we are adopting, we have a two-way of gatekeeping our country, one through the DFA and the other through the Bureau of Immigration. No? Thank you to DBM for supporting the sponsors of the bill. And of course, thank you to all the resource persons who came for the purpose of this modernization bill of the Bureau of Immigration. I believe we can excuse the resource persons who were invited for the Bureau of Immigration modernization bill. Meantime, we suspend to give time to these resource persons to excuse themselves. Supreme Court representatives to please move a little to the center along with the PAO and the other resource persons for the creation of courts. Makikisuyo po. We're just few here. Please move to the center. The committee secretary is directed to read the title of the bills and the respective authors who shall then deliver their sponsorship speech. We are on the second part of our hearing proper, the initial consideration and approval of 12 bills regarding creation of court salas. COMSEC, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. House Bill number 232, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 10th Judicial Region to be stationed in the Municipality of Quezon, Province of Bukidnon, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14K of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, and appropriating funds therefore, filed by Representative Audrey K.T. Zubiri. House Bill number 316, an act creating an additional regional trial court to be stationed in the city of Victorias, province of Negros Occidental, amending for the purpose Section 14, Paragraph G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, and appropriating funds therefore, filed by Representative Javier Miguel L. Benitez. And also, House Bill number 709, an act creating an additional regional trial court branch to be stationed in the Silay City, province of Negros Occidental, amending for the purpose Section 14, Paragraph G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill number 786, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 6th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of Kabangkalan, province of Negros Occidental, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980, as amended, filed by Representative Mercedes K. Alvarez. House Bill number 787, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 6th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of Sipalay, province of Negros Occidental, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, filed by Representative Mercedes K. Alvarez. House Bill number 1518, an act creating 3 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the 6th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of Pasig and in the municipality of Dumangas, province of Iloilo, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, filed by Representative Fergenel G. Bayron, MD. House Bill number 1544, an act creating one additional branch of the Municipal Trial Court in the 10th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipality of Socorro, province of Surigao del Norte, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 30 of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, filed by Representative Francisco Lalo T. Matugas. House Bill number 1579, an act creating 2 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the 7th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipalities of Candihay and Valencia, province of Bohol, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14H of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, filed by Representative Christine Alexi B. Tutor. House Bill number 2078, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 9th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipality of San Miguel, province of Zamboanga del Sur, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14J of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, filed by Representative J. Victoria C.U. House Bill number 2659, an act creating one additional branch of Municipal Trial Court in cities in the 4th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of General Trias, province of Cavite, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 29 of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, filed by Representative Antonio A. Ferrer. House Bill number 3427, an act creating 3 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the 4th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of General Trias, province of Cavite, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14E of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended, similarly filed by Representative Antonio A. Ferrer, And finally, House Bill number 3122, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court